Welcome back to Teach Me Homemade. This week I am kicking off my summer food series. I will have recipes from barbecue foods, picnic foods, lots of fresh summer foods. So stay tuned for that. Now today I am teaching you how to make the first recipe in the summer food series. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified whenever I have a new recipe to share. Now the dish that we're working on today is a delicious side dish, Southern Style Coleslaw. Chances are if you go to a picnic, a barbecue, dinner on the ground at church, or a family reunion this summer, coleslaw is definitely on the menu. There are so many different kinds of coleslaw variations and types. I have to say this one is my most favorite. This Southern Style Coleslaw recipe is handed down from my mom. Now this recipe is perfect with my Southern Style hot dog chili. That's a recipe that's coming up next in the summer food series. It's also a great side dish. So grab your paper and pencil, take a seat right there, and let's see what ingredients we are going to need today. We need a head of green cabbage, mayonnaise, going to need some carrots, some white vinegar. Now if you're watching your sugar intake, you can always use monk fruit blend or any other kind of sugar substitute. We're also going to need some salt and some black pepper. Let's get into this recipe. Now first I'm going to wash my cabbage and then I'm going to chop it and shred it in my food processor. Now if you have one of these, just go ahead and shred it on this side. Now I'm going to use my knife to cut this, and I'm going to place it in my food processor. This is probably about a small to medium sized cabbage. Now I'm shredding just a little bit at a time, so make sure that I don't have any big lumps. Now I'm going to use small pulses with my food processor so that it doesn't disintegrate. Got my slaw chopped. Pick out any big pieces that maybe fell in. Now we're going to work on adding some carrots to this. I'm going to take 2 small carrots and I'm going to scrape them over top of my sink to clean the outside of them. Okay, I scraped my carrots. Basically what I do is I just take the end of a knife and I scrape it over the sink to get them clean. Now I'm actually going to take these and I'm going to run them over top of my shredder. Now you could do this in a food processor, but sometimes the chunks are too big, so I'm just going to use the side of my shredder. I'm going to shred some in there. If that's all you want to use is 1 carrot, that's fine. Some people don't want carrots in it at all, but I think it gives it a nice little color. Okay, I stirred up my 1 carrot. I don't think I'm going to need all of this second one because that was plenty. See if this one's enough. So we need any more. Okay, make sure you get the inside. I'm gonna mix this up. Let's see if I think that's enough. So basically just 1.5 carrots worked for this one. That's fine. I'm adding in my vinegar. I'm adding in 3 tablespoons of white vinegar. Now you could use apple cider vinegar. I'm adding in my sugar. I'm adding in 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Now if you are using an alternative sweetener, go ahead and measure it the same. Next I'm adding 1 cup of mayonnaise. I'm using just a dash of salt. And I'm just going to mix it up. Since the sizes of cabbages vary, you're going to have to make sure that if you have a larger size head of cabbage, that you may need to add a little bit more mayo. And once you have it all stirred up, and since the sizes of cabbages vary, taste it. Check to see if you need more sweetener. Or do you need more vinegar according to your taste, and then adjust it as you need it. I'm going to come back and serve this up. This goes great on hot dogs, by itself, with fresh green beans, or just a side dish. All right, see you in a minute. Here is our finished delicious side dish, Southern Style Coleslaw. This is a great summer side dish. It's also delicious on its own with some buttery crackers. I love to have this alongside homemade pinto soup beans or with some fresh green beans, and don't forget the watermelon. But my most favorite way to eat this coleslaw is to pile it up on top of a hot dog topped with my Southern style hot dog chili, which is going to be my next recipe in the series. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I hope it becomes one of your favorites. Leave me a comment below if you like this one. Also, let me know what are some of your favorite summer dishes, or maybe favorite dishes handed down from a family member. Now stay tuned for more summer foods in the Summer Food series. Now I'm getting ready to travel again, and I will be uploading some more awesome scenes from around the country. So stay tuned for that. I want to say thank you, Mom, for sharing this awesome recipe. I also want to give a big thank you and a shout out to all my subscribers. I just wanted to let you know how much I appreciate you, and thank you so much for subscribing. You can also check me out on Instagram at Teach Me Homemade. Check out some of the other recipes on my channel. I'm sure I have something on there that you will love. Be sure and stay tuned. There's so much more coming up. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.